Hello and welcome to this lecture. In order to host our website, we will use GitHub Pages. If you don't already have GitHub account, go ahead and create one. It's very easy. It's on github.com, and once you have it created, you will see your account in this kind of dashboard where you will have repositories. Or at the very beginning you won't have any repositories, but we will create them together. Now GitHub Pages allows you to create websites and host them for free. As I told you, this is not some third-party cheap web hosting. GitHub and GitHub Pages are very famous in developers community. What you can do here is to create vanilla or generated site for your project, and in our case we will use our own site and we will use our own template. So all you need to do now is to create an account with GitHub and then follow this step-by-step instructions to create your repository, and inside that repository we will later add some content. Next, what you need to have for this course is GitHub desktop application, which we will use in order to upload our changes. So basically it works like this. I will create a new repository on my GitHub account, and I will name it, for example, let's say static site, which is available. I will select that it's public and I will just create repository. Now, as I have this, I can set it up in desktop. So it's very easy to use if you already have your GitHub desktop downloaded. But I can also go to my GitHub desktop. I will click the plus button and I will select clone, and it will automatically show me that there's a new repository on my GitHub account which isn't cloned to my local computer. So I will select this repository and hit clone static site. Now the GitHub wants me to select the folder where I will have my repository along with all the necessary files GitHub uses. And in my case, I use GitHub folder where I have my repositories, and I will just clone the new repository to this folder as well. Now, as I have this, I can add new content to my repository. And let's say I will add some file there. So I will go to Finder. I will go to GitHub. Now I can see that there's this new folder. And I will just go to, let's say, my website. And I will copy this about.md file. And I will put it to static site. And now, as this is done, I can see that there is one change in my static site repository. So I will just add some summary, like adding new file. And I'll hit commit to master, and I will say publish. Now this new content will be published to my GitHub account. And if you take a look at my static site now, you will see that this file is here. So this is the basic workflow to use GitHub, and we will use it with GitHub Pages. If you really want to, you can hook your GitHub repository to your own domain. I will show you how this is done for my user page, which I use for my personal website. So if I go to zavrelje.github.io, you can see that I have a CNAME file. And inside the CNAME file, you will just define to which domain it will point. Once you have this, you have to go to your domain provider and set the CNAME with this name pointing to your username.github.io. If you're lost already, there's a lot of how-to over the internet, so you will definitely find a way how to set it up. If you still have problem though, don't hesitate to shoot me an email and I will personally guide you step by step through this. Okay, that's all for this lecture. Thank you very much and see you in the next one.